All right, welcome back. It is Friday. I actually got the day off today, and that's cool. So we're gonna spend some time working on the motor. All right, so I've got the crank nut on here. All right, got my handy dandy. What is this? 3/4 inch freaking ratchet, and we're just gonna use this to turn the motor over as we pull these valves out. Right now I've got this thing set at top dead center, number 1 cylinder. I like old tools. I've got these valve spring compressors, all right, different angles, and this one here is a Zim manufacturing company out of Chicago, Illinois, number 122. I have no idea when this thing was made, but I have used this tool a lot, and it just does a great job of getting in there and compressing that spring just enough so you can get the keepers out. And that's what we're going to do. So, you know, you shove this in there and you get a hold of that thing, and you'll notice that the valve's going to start to lift. And what we'll have to do is probably just pop the valve down a little bit with a little dead blow. And when I do that, I'm going to have this magnet at the ready to catch the keepers. Now, if they fall down into this galley, that's fine. They'll just get caught in the plastic down here because I've got the oil pan off, so I'm not too worried about it. But we're going to pull the valves and clean them, make sure that the guides are clean. Then we're going to slide the valves back in, then we're going to check for clearance on those valve guides, just to make sure that we're in tolerance. Otherwise, you're going to have blow-by issues and, you know, smoking and things like that. So, all right, let's get to it. And oh, I ordered this from Summit Racing. It's kind of cool. It's just a little tray to keep all your valves and springs and stuff in order. It's set up for an 8-cylinder engine, but obviously it's plenty of room for what I need. It's marked left and right bank, so I'll just, you know, start with number 1 here and work my way back through cylinders 1 through 4, and then we'll go ahead and put 5 and 6 over here on this side, just so I know what's going on. We'll clean them, put everything on here, that way it stays organized. So that's kind of cool. Anyhow, let me reposition the camera and let you see what I'm doing. I doubt you're going to see this in the video. You might. You can see the valve rising right here. The spring is compressed. I'm just going to get my magnet in there. Okay, you see that? I captured 1 keeper. And there's the other one. All right, that valve is tight in there. That was pretty tight pulling that out. A little funk. Okay. Well, we got the valves out, and if you remember several videos back when I pulled the oil pan, there was a keeper in there. Well, number 6 cylinder, I got the valve out, but only 1 keeper, and there should be 2. But just to be safe, there's an open channel in the back here, probably for oil flow and drainage or whatever, that I'm going to check in there to make sure that there isn't a keeper sitting inside that cavity. And what I have is I have this small scope, which has got a nice long cable to it. It's going to hook to a little Bluetooth device, okay? It's all Wi-Fi. So what I'm going to try to do is run the scope into that cavity and videotape what I'm doing and add it to this video, because we need to inspect to make sure that keeper isn't sitting in some location that could potentially plug oil flow. I don't want that to happen. If I find it's clear in there, there's no other place for this keeper to have gone, then we're probably going to be safe. But anyhow, let's try it out and see what happens. System's powered up, got a nice little light on the end of it, and then there's an attachment that I can hook on here with a magnet. So if I see it in there, I'll put this attachment on and I'll go and retrieve it. So here we are, starting with number 1 cylinder, number 2, number 3, 4, 5, and 6. Okay, and you know, David Pizziferrato, you know, he chimed in when I originally found that one keeper, and you know, I didn't have a choice anyways to go in. But all these valves did have a complete set of keepers. I did find the one that I accidentally dropped inside the block using the endoscope. Thank God I had that tool. So, yep, someone's been in here previously. 2 or 3 of the valves, the intake valves, came out. They were stuck. They were kind of tight coming out. So, definitely going to have to clean out the valve guides, maybe with some type of a reamer or something, but just to give you an idea of what things look like in here. Kind of funky. All right. So just to give you an idea, intake, those 2 valves, right? Intake, those 2 valves. Intake, those 2. Notice the consistency, how funky they look on the inside. And there's those 2. Let me make sure I'm looking at the right 2. Oops, sorry, it's the wrong one. And those 2. A lot of buildup inside here. Pretty nasty. Now, on the exhaust valves, let me show you the difference here. Exhaust valves, 3 rings. The intakes, 2 rings on the keepers. Plus there's a recess on the valve itself here, as opposed to the exhaust valve. So there's a difference, right? So you have exhaust, intake, intake, exhaust, right? Exhaust, intake, intake, exhaust, exhaust, intake, intake, exhaust. Nice. Okay, that's it for that's it for this what turned out to be probably 30 or 40 minutes worth of work. And I'm not going to spend the whole day doing this. Going to do some stuff with Mama. So just wanted to show the valves coming out and how I retrieved the long lost keeper. Have a wonderful day. Get out there and work on something, will ya?